Let's make the Bloody Ink Shot from Kraken Rum. Hi, I'm Jer. Welcome to Kill-Divill, where we focus on rum and cocktails. Today we are going to make the Bloody Ink Shot from Kraken Rum. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're returning to the channel, welcome back. In either case, I hope you enjoy the shot. You may or may not know that I'm not a big fan of shots. I used to do a lot of shots in college, but those days are long past, and now I prefer something that I can sip. However, I'm on a quest to do all the recipes on the Kraken Rum's website, and the Bloody Ink Shot is one of those recipes, and it's a shot. However, it's an interesting shot because it's a Jell-O shot. And I can honestly say that I've never made a Jell-O shot before. So this is going to be fun. If you've watched enough of my Kraken Rum videos, you know that I have one big frustration with the Kraken Rum's recipes on their website, and that is their use of parts. Parts is a relative measurement, and it's fine as long as all you're using are parts. But as soon as you start mixing parts with real measurements, absolute measurements, then you start running into problems. And the Kraken website's recipes on their website are very inconsistent on their use of parts. Most of the time I just assume 1 part equals 1 ounce and went with it, and it seemed to work out okay. But with this recipe, I finally realized what they meant by a part. One of the ingredients for this recipe is a 3-part box of black cherry Jell-O. So when I was looking for that ingredient online, I kept looking for 3-part box, 3-part box, 3-part box, and I could not find one. So I just assumed they were all 3-part boxes, which made me wonder how much cherry Jell-O do I need? So I ended up ordering 6 6-ounce boxes of cherry Jell-O, black cherry Jell-O in particular, thinking that should be plenty, and I'll try to work it out from there. The thinking in my head is that all boxes of Jell-O came in 3 parts. 1 part sugar, 1 part flavoring, and 1 part gelatin. So, lo and behold, when I opened up 1 box of cherry Jell-O, black cherry Jell-O, it only had 1 part inside. So this is the sweetener, the flavoring, and the gelatin all in 1 part. So what they were saying is, my suspicion is that they wanted a 3-ounce box of black cherry Jell-O as the ingredient. Note that they changed the 3 ounces from the box into 3 parts on their website, so they kind of screwed up. But at least now I know, or I assume I know, that 1 part equals 1 ounce when you're looking at the recipes on the Kraken Rum's website. But because I needed 3 ounces of black cherry Jell-O, and I have 6 ounces of black cherry Jell-O, I'm now going to have to double this recipe. This is going to be a lot of Jell-O shots. A note on the rum. This is an official Kraken Rum recipe, so if you're going to be making the Bloody Ink Shot, then you should probably be using their black spiced rum. If you want to try a different rum in this recipe, feel free to do so. I'm not your mother, you can do what you want. However, then you're not making the official Bloody Ink Shot from Kraken Rum. To make this drink, we're going to start by putting some root beer in our saucepan. And the recipe calls for 1 cup of root beer. 1 cup is 8 ounces, 240 milliliters. Because I'm doubling, I'm going to be using 2 cups, 480 milliliters, 16 ounces. I've got my handy dandy measuring container, which has 2 cups right there. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to measure out 2 cups. And I already opened this one of root beer. Oh, let's not pour it too fast. Okay, 2 cups of root beer into the saucepan. And it doesn't matter if it fizzes or bubbles or not, because we're going to boil this out. And that's what we're going to do now. We're going to take this to the stovetop. I'll see you over there. Okay, here at the stovetop, we're going to turn this onto a medium-high heat. And we're going to heat it until the root beer boils. We'll be right back with you. Now that my root beer is boiling, I'm going to pour in the gelatin mix and stir until it all dissolves. Try not to drop the package in there with it. All right, I'll be right back with you. Now that the Jell-O has dissolved, I'm going to pour in my rum. 2 cups of rum because I'm making a double batch, or 1 cup if you're making a single batch. I'm going to stir that to mix, and I'm going to remove from the heat. Now I'm going to bring this back to my countertop. Now to portion this out, the recipe does specify using plastic shot glasses. I don't have any plastic shot glasses, but I have these plastic sample cups, and I've seen Jell-O shots done in these before, so that's what I'm going to use. And I was just going to try to free pour these, but I think that would hurt me probably. So what I'm going to do instead is use a little measuring cup, pour it in there gently. And you don't need to watch me do all these, so I'll do all these and I'll be right back with you. Okay, this should be the last one. And I am free pouring. Oh, there's a little bit left. Not the last one. Not a whole one, but you don't want to waste. Okay, now, I don't know if this was a mistake or not, but I'm going to put lids on all of these. Again, you don't have to watch this. I'll be right back with you. Now that all the lids are on, I'm going to put these in the fridge. Kraken Rum says for 2 hours. Jell-O says 3 hours or more. We'll see how long it takes for them to firm up. We'll see in a bit. Okay, several hours later, in fact I left these in the fridge overnight, they seem to have turned out just fine. It's like a blizzard at Dairy Queen. You can eat this with a spoon, I suppose, if you wanted to. Traditional way is to use your tongue and separate it from the container. I'm not going to do that on camera. I'm just going to use a little bit of spoon instead. Little bit of spoon, that's good English. And there you have it, a bloody ink shot from Kraken Rum. Drink with good spirits, though you're not really drinking at this point. Question of the day, what is your favorite flavor of Jell-O shot? What spirit, what flavor Jell-O? Let me know in the comments down below. Note that there are ways to support the channel if you're so inclined. I have t-shirts, you can have a t-shirt. If you want a t-shirt, contact me through any of the social media links down below. We'll make sure you get a t-shirt. While you're at the social media link, you might as well follow, subscribe, and do that sort of thing. Finally, if you made it this far, give me a like, give me a subscribe, turn on notifications so you don't miss out on anything else I do. And until next time, cheers.